who are like, there's so many good things about life. I can't.
Yeah.
I want to live forever. So yeah.
I mean, these are a couple right here.
Yeah. All right. So let's.
You want to do Europa? Or...
Yeah, I got it in my hand right here. Good.
Right, well, there we go. Perfect. I knew.
Yeah. All right.
Now, I will say this to some of the subscribers. If anyone has like a newer batch, it might vary a little bit. It hasn't suffered the same kind of reformulations, but
it hasn't. Okay, good.
Yeah, not as bad.
Not as bad. You're killing me. Because if I like it, what am I supposed to do? Look for like an old reformulation?
Exactly. It's what I did.
Yeah, you probably paid an arm and a leg for it. The people like, what's really. Oh, really?
Yeah, how do
you find out? That's a question that I think viewers would appreciate, because I know I would, because when you give me like batch numbers, I'm always like, well, I don't even know how do I find something like that? How do you find, if you want a specific year, a specific batch, whatever, how do you find it?
It's not so good. So what you got to do is there's a couple people on Facebook, and I know you said it's you don't have Facebook, but Facebook is kind of my go-to for that. And you got to find different wholesalers, essentially people who, buy wholesale, and then they're able to distribute it at, a discounted price, but I mean, they're still going to get a profit off of it. But you go to like different sites like Jensen's or the Fragrantica. I don't know. Not Fragrantica. I'll have to think about it. But there's a couple different Facebook groups where you have people in there who, they have good reputation and they, sell and stuff like that. I think a group, the Niche Life or something like that. There's a seller in there, and that's how I got this Shea Bond. I mean, I think I paid like $170 for it, somewhere in there, so you get discounted prices. But with these guys, especially in the creeds, they'll tell you, hey, do you have this batch? Do you have this? Do you have that? And they'll say yes or no. So that's how I got it, just Facebook. But this is a 16C01, if anyone is curious. Yeah,
you killed me with this, because this actually is my favorite so far.
It's amazing, dude.
Because I'm a huge lemon lime fan. So anything with lemon lime in the top, man, I like this. Good. I wish I never smelled this. Why'd you send this to me? Because Creed is so overpriced. So now, so you're saying that the new formulations aren't great, and that's what I'm worried about.
So they're not as bad. So I got a buddy, shout out to Luke. I mean, I'm sure he watches my channel still. He had a 19 batch, and he said that it didn't last as long, but it still smelled the same. So, I mean,
again, performance though. I mean, those are pricey. Creed is pricey. So Creed is the really the thing that I really am talking about when I say you want to charge $340 or $350. You just got to last. You got it. Yeah. It has to.
And then make it water. Yeah. So, but this one, man, opens up. It's got rosemary in there, which I think is a little bit different in the opening. Almost gives it kind of a musky, mature kind of scent, and then you get those bright citruses on top of it, and then as it dries down, you're just left with this beautiful citrus fragrance.
Yeah, it's like it's very, very spring summery.
I love this stuff. It's so good, man. It's so good. And what's crazy is for it being so light, I mean, I get pretty good performance off of it. I wore it the other day. I think it was last week or the week before last. And, I went with only 4 sprays. And my wife was like, man, that's really strong. You should wash that off. So I was like, well,
you should wash that off.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not washing that. That's like $30 in sprays right there.
Yeah, right. I really like this. Damn it. Well, I'll have to look it up. I'll have to see what I can find.
It is what it is. Don't hit the player, hit the game.
Well, yeah. So, I hate Creed's got to keep their they got to keep their I don't know. I got to figure out who bought them, because I'm assuming it's on that end where they're like, let's cut costs. Somehow,
well, let's cut costs, make it last half as long, and we're going to up the price, because that's smart, right?
Well, they have name. That's what they do, right? It's like,
yeah. So that one's a pass. It looks like.
Well, we'll see. Oh, pass as far as buy. Okay. Yeah. So I do want to buy it, but I gotta figure out how to get a good batch without paying an arm or leg for it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be.
I'll look out for you, man. Because I think I paid $230 for it. $240. So still a little bit.
Still quite a bit.
But it's a Creed, so
yeah. I know Vemba. I wonder how can you, that's one thing I think Vemba should do that. Why doesn't Vemba let you know what you're getting? Like, you just can buy it, but you have no idea what you're getting.
I think that if you message the founder, which, funny story, the founder of it, I can't pronounce his name, so I apologize. But I knew him before he had Vemba as a site. I used to message him directly off Facebook, and I did business with him for a year or two before he even had Vemba up. So I know him. He's a super good guy, super quality, and he would tell you, I'm sure you can still message him and be like, hey, on Vemba, I see this. Do you have this particular batch? And he might be able to.
I bought two fragrances from them so far. I bought Vemba. I bought Creation E and Elysium. Vemba.
How'd it go? Was it good?
Oh yeah. Great price. Yeah, I haven't found anything. I think I've maybe on like an app, that one app that I go to, maybe I found, I think I got Danger a little cheaper, but not much, but he didn't have Danger at the time, I don't think.
Yeah.
So I decided to get it.
The prices for stuff are just going up too, because I know that on there, I think Silver Mountain Water, that's one that, man, I really like the smell. I really want it, but dude, I'm not going to buy it because the newer formulations, they're crap. They don't last anything, and I'm not going to pay over $200 for something that lasts for literally 30 minutes. So, but I remember seeing it for like 170. Now it's like 2 something. And that's just
on Vemba, same site.
Yeah,
because I was going to say, because that's where I originally looked for the fragrance I just bought. I don't know why I keep blanking out, but anyway, so on there was $99, but I saw a lot of places for like less than that.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, well, eBay.
What?
So there's a bunch of sellers that were reputable. The cheapest I did see it was 74, which is why I got it. But I saw people selling it for 80, 89, So I don't think he's competitive, because there's some really reputable sellers on eBay now.
Is there? Because that's something I've never got into. I might need to look into.
Dude, you have to, because here's why. So some of the sellers on there are big wholesalers and gray market sellers. Yeah. So Forever Luxe is basically like FragranceNet, right? So they have their own website, but they're not as big as FragranceNet, of course. FragranceNet's huge. And so they don't have the inventory they have, but they will put it up on eBay. And sometimes they'll sell it just a tiny bit cheaper on eBay because maybe they can't move it on their site.
Right.
And so I've gotten some great deals. I've gotten, I'll give you an example. So Ryan just talked me into getting Chrome Extreme today. He's like, you have to get this. It's amazing. You have to get it. I'm going to be wearing all summer. Azzaro's Chrome Extreme.
Yeah.
And on FragranceNet is $65. I went to eBay, found it for $35 from a reputable seller.
Well, shoot. Yeah, you can't beat that, man.
Yeah. So
you have to teach me that, because I've never went to eBay, because I mean,
I need to be careful. You have to go down, check.
Yeah.
You have to check. They have to have at least, I always say they have to have at least a 99% approval, and then it has to be a lot,
right.
So I'll someone has like 50,000, ratings and it's 99. I'm like, okay, well, that person obviously is not screwing up.
Good.
And usually they are.
I think Fat Boy Fragrances puts his stuff on eBay. So I don't know if you know who he is or not, but he's got a YouTube channel. Yeah,
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, he's a good dude. So he does some of that. So maybe it's time for me to start kind of looking in that direction.
You can get stuff cheap there. You definitely can. Not everything though. I reference. So I'll FragranceNet up, and then I'll go to eBay and I'll reference. To see. What sucks is I like to buy a bunch of stuff from the same place, and so that kills me, because I'm like, I'll have like 3 fragrances, and I compare the price. I'll put 3 fragrances on eBay, and then I'll put 3 on FragranceNet, and I'm like, damn it, there's that one fragrance that is more. Like, damn it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
So you want to go ahead and move to Original Santal, or?
Yeah, got it in my hand right now.
Hey, well, there we go, man. We're just kind of moving. Yeah. All right. So for those, this is the bottle. So it's the older style bottle.
Again, what are you saying?
Yeah, I know, man.
Killing me.
Yeah. So
come on with this. This is really good. This is about.
Dude, it's fantastic, dude. It's super freaking creamy, dude. I love this stuff.
Oh man, I did not have high hopes for this at all. Actually, I was like,
"Oh, dude, this to me, it smells like a good old-fashioned warm shaving cream that you get at like the barber."
Yeah, this is really nice. This is really nice. It's definitely that warm. This stuff. Wow.
Yeah, it's that sandalwood in there, man. It's just creamy.
Does this have a? That's interesting. I gotta look this up. Does it have a nutmeg in here?
It might. I don't know. It's got kind of the everything with the kitchen sink from what I've heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's good though, man. I love it. Like, to me, like I grew up in a small town called Pleasant Hope, which is just about like 40 minutes north of where I'm at now. And so we just had like a old school fashioned barber, still use like straight razors and stuff. And this reminds me of like the shaving foam he would put on, because I was like 7 years old. And I see my dad go in there and get a full shave, and I was like, well, I want that. You know, he just kind of humor me and put some on my face and just scrape it off. But that's kind of what it reminds me of.
Huh. I really like this. It's another one.
If you want something kind of close, though, I mentioned Jerry. Shout out to Jerry. Montblanc Individual. To me, it kind of gets you in that ballpark, and I know that you didn't really care for it, right?
I have it still, yeah. You know what? It doesn't. I like the opening, the dry down for some reason. I'll try it again. You know, I only gave it like one full wearing. No, that's not true. Well, no, one full wearing, but I did spray it on it another time after that. And as it dried down, I was like, oh my God, I have to get this off of me. So I washed it off, but I should give it another chance because I still have the bottle. But yeah,
absolutely. I just realized I'm missing a fragrance, so that's not good.
You're missing one. Who's steal? Someone coming to steal it?
I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, I had a La Nuit d'Alone, and I don't know where it's at. That's crazy. Huh.
Maybe your wife's wearing it.
Sometimes she does that. I'll have to ask her that.
My wife has been trying to. She likes something. She's like, you should keep this downstairs. She wants to wear it. You know. The one she really liked, which is wild, it was like Dunhill. It's not even a fragrance I wear really. When I first got it, I tested it, and I was gonna review it, but I didn't hate it, but I didn't think it was anything spectacular. It was like Dunhill Red or something like that. Mm-hmm. And she was like, she loved it. She was like, leave this downstairs. I want to wear this. I'm like, yeah, really?
That's how my wife is with Abercrombie and Fitch First Instinct Blue, which is crazy because I'm not a big blue fragrance guy, but I got it because Ross, and she actually, before I did this video, she's like, hey, can I come in there real quick and spray that? And I was like, I guess, yeah, fine.
First Instinct Together, I like. I haven't tested the blue yet, but Together is just really
yeah. This is one that she likes, the blue, which I like the bottles and stuff. They're cool, but
I've been trying. You know what I've been thinking about? Again, I've been in my cart on eBay. I've been thinking about I think it's First Instinct Extreme something, and it has like coconut and but then I heard it dries down dark. I've been really considering it, but then I'm like, man, it's so hard for me to get over that. Although I just love that. And I live 2 houses down from Ezra Fitch's house.
Really?
Yeah. So from Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah.
So, but they don't live there anymore. But they sold it as a mansion, and they're 2 houses down from me. It's an amazing house, and everyone calls it the Abercrombie and Fitch house, but it was Ezra Fitch who had it, which is one of the founders.
Yeah.
But I always have a hard time getting over that I'm buying an Abercrombie. I'm like, it's Abercrombie. This is what you just walk by in the mall and you smell it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But together's so good that I'm like, that's why I'm like, all right, well, you know what? It's so good that Together's so good that my wife loves it. I spray that on. It's so sweet, and like, she just loves it. I put that on. She's like, oh my God, it's so good. Doesn't matter when, she always recognizes it.
Yeah, well, I know they're known for like fit, but one of my favorites that no one ever talks about, I can't even find a review on it. I've tried to find it, but it's discontinued. It's going for like $400. It's called Ezra. It's for men. I don't know if anyone even knows about it, but it's Abercrombie and Fitch Ezra, and it's literally one of the most fantastic tobacco fragrances I've ever smelled.
Really? I wish Ezra still lived down the street. I'd go over there and go, hey, just give me that fragrance. Just give it to me. I need it. We're neighbors. We're neighbors. I'll give you a pie. Here's a pie.
Exactly. I'll let you buy a cup of sugar. You know.
Yeah, the house. You know what's crazy about the house? It's huge, and it has like, I think it comes with 40 acres, which is wild. And it was like $4 million, and they dropped it down. That house is for sale for like 1.3 right now.
That's crazy.
It's crazy because where I live, it's because it's the same thing where you are, like in Ohio, like I'm in Missouri or Ohio, one or the other. Yeah. No, Missouri. I knew that. Yeah. because we talked about, I don't know why I thought Ohio, but anywhere out there, like if you're not in New York City, if you're not, somewhere like you can get so much more for your buck,
100%.
like where I live, where I live. I mean, my house would be like, I don't know, 1.5 anywhere else. And I got it so cheap cheap here. Cause in the Catskills, no one wants to deal with the snow, it's snow, it's cold. And even now, like it was 70 something today. It's gonna be like 50 tomorrow. That's what the spring's like here. And so people are like, no, I want spring when it's spring.
Yeah.
Missouri, the same way, right? I mean,
I was gonna say, welcome to Missouri, dude. We had on last Monday it was like 75. The next day it was snowing. The day after that it was like raining, and the day after that it was like perfect spring. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. We one day, this is wild here, and I'm sure this happens where you are. One day it was almost 70. It was like 68. It was gorgeous out. 2 days later, it hailed here.
Oh, man.
And it was snowing the day after. I'm like, no. But
that happens quite a bit. Quite a bit.
But you get the fall and the winter, whatever. It's the change of colors is worth it. All right. So now, what do we have now?
I think you got Millisome Imperial, right?
Oh, I don't. You said I never found that. Hold on.
Really? Okay.
No, you definitely sent that to me.
I'm fairly certain.
Hold on.
I hope so. Maybe that's something. Pretty sure I sent it.